Hey guys, Comet here. Welcome to episode 5 in my Needy Duplicant series, where all of the duplicants have mouth breather, biohazardous, and bottomless stomach. Now, in the last episode, I continued expanding the pip ranches here, got in a couple more incubators, discovered just how strong the cuddle pips really are. I also found this geyser over here, and didn't quite make it to this geyser towards the end of last episode, but I want to break into that this episode. And we've only got 25 cycles left to get the Carnivore achievement. If we take a look at how close we are, about 140,000. So I'm probably going to have to take on a lot more duplicants. You know what, let me actually quickly recalculate to see how many I actually need. I get 6 2/3 duplicants. So theoretically, as long as I stop making mush bar, I shouldn't have to take on any new duplicants. And while I'm thinking about it, let me change some of these guys into meat here. Now, the only way to get duplicants over to this geyser to keep digging out is to unlock this door, which I locked because of the slime lung. So I want to do something that I don't normally do. I want to research this pharmacology tech, and maybe print a doctor duplicant. That way, in case someone gets infected with slime lung, I can try and treat them. The other thing I wanted to fix was power, so my duplicants are still running on these wheels, just because we've run out of hydrogen. And I did mention I wanted to use the power control station, but without a renewable source of refined metal to make the microchips, I don't think this is a good idea yet. Okay, and Rowan just researched the apothecary. Ah, yes. Next duplicant. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Now, I always take Pei as my doctor. And she's actually already got the majority of the skills I want her to have. Just gonna redo her traits here. So we'll give her buff. Caregiver, of course. Twinkle toes, and I'm gonna have to come up with something else to counteract the biohazardous bottomless stomach and mouth breather, unless I just want to straight up take a -3 duplicant. Which for balance purposes isn't unheard of, but I think I could also give my doctor maybe Rock Fan. I haven't really used Rock Fan yet. Alright, and that will balance her out. Alright, welcome to the base. Let's change the schedule here. I'll get you on this one. Priorities. Let's crank up your doctoring. And then anything else you want to do is fine with me, as long as it's not research. Now she's going to need her own bed, so let's make some space here for more duplicants. And this over here isn't enough space for another Great Hall. It's 4 tiles short. So what I can do, I don't plan on taking 8 full duplicants. I think I'll just make room for 7. And then make a mini Great Hall over here. But that actually causes problems with the balance. So if I do 6, then I could do 6 tables here and still have room for the flower pots. I think that might be better. Alright. And then let's tech her into medicine compounding. That'll actually allow us to use the apothecary. And now that these are in place, this should qualify as a Great Hall. Okay, great. So Pei won't be missing out on any of the extra morale. And we can take a look at this now that it's built. The medical pack here, very effective against slime lung. Take a look at what it takes to make Balm Lily and Phosphorite. I actually have both of those. But it's... I have to research this. I guess. Is that what it's telling me? I can do that. Alright, Rowan just finished that. Here we go. Now I can make the medical pack. Let's make... oh, maybe 5? Get them ready. So I don't want to have to scramble to hurry up and make one to cure a duplicate. I want it to be there waiting in case someone gets sick. It must be administered by a duplicate with the bedside manner skill. I don't think Pei actually has that yet. Nope, that's all the way over here. Okay. I guess this is a little further away than I expected. I'm still not too sure what to do about this chlorine. I don't really want to just put it in a tank. That might be my best option, though. Well, it's technically not hurting anything if it's down here. I don't really have to worry about it yet. It's not really that pressing. What is concerning me are all these eggs laying around here. Those can be converted into meat if I would just make more space in these incubators here. I think we send Stinky off a little bit further this way. And take a peek at what's over here. Now, this geyser was a disaster. But maybe there's something else a little further down this way. Oh, there's a natural gas geyser. Still can't use those, though. And if I look really closely here, there's actually another geyser. So, getting Pei to level up so that I don't have to worry about Slime Lung is kind of important. Because then I can send duplicates over here, break into these. Still haven't found one of those ideal geysers yet. Honestly, even just a regular polluted water vent would be okay, because it's starting to get a little warm up here. All these incubators make so much heat. Now, I'm okay as long as things don't get above 40 degrees. That'll start to stifle the arbor trees, then the pips can't eat, and then I'm really in trouble. But until then, I'm just gonna pretend like heat is not a problem. Oh, this looks potentially like the formation of the obsidian that spawns with a geyser. Yep, there's a geyser right there. How do I get down to there to reveal that, though? I don't want to extend this ladder. Well, if I do extend it down a little bit further, that would drop the chlorine. I'd rather have Stinky go this way first. And now that he is getting further and further away from oxygen, it might be a good idea to make the oxygen mask. I think that's done in the crafting station. Let me double check the research for that. So it's here with portable gases. That gives the oxygen mask dock and the oxygen mask checkpoint. Alternatively, I could just pipe this over this way and just give him a place to breathe there. Wow, all 4 of them are running. Yeah, getting power under control seems to be like a really big priority. Because this is like half of my workforce right here, just generating power. I've only got 9 duplicates and 4 of them are running. I'm getting kind of tired of microing all of these pips. So I'm actually just going to set this to be pips and pipsqueaks with no max, or well, the max that it'll let me. That way they automatically get moved, and I'll just let them... I'll use this as like the kill chamber rather than being up here, because then the duplicates will have more uptime. They won't have to wait for me to actually issue a command. They'll empty the incubator themselves. And seeing as we only have, 20-ish cycles left, let's see how close we are. Almost halfway there. I was supposed to be halfway there 3 cycles ago. Alright, Nisbet just finished this. That'll give Stinky a place to breathe. Just gonna keep digging out this way until we find something interesting. There's a POI. I suppose I could ladder down right here and get into this point of interest. That's... There we go. Alright, and I'm headed straight for this... Looks like a mercury biome. I think this is where the spigot seals spawn. This is part of the Frosty Planet Pack DLC. Now, I don't want to dig all the way into it, because then this mercury will liquefy. It has a really low melting point. And I'm not seeing any geysers around here. So it looks like this is just a dead end. I suppose I could go up and around this abyssalite here into, looks like another forest biome maybe here. Or I could go down into one of the poke shell biomes. Or I could do both. I could go down and up. Well, I am out of polluted water. This Paku is not having a good time. I really need to get someone up here to drain out these tanks. So I'm gonna reluctantly do this. How did you escape? You need to get wrangled up. Hopefully Pei is close enough to leveling up. Not really. Well, I think we'll have time. Unless it's the doctor that gets sick. That could be a problem. I don't like that. I don't like that. Nope. We're keeping that door closed. Alright, well this ladder is done. Let's submit the bioscan. Alright. Let's inspect this. Maybe rummage for some food. And then to reveal this area, I actually have to get a duplicate to move into this area. So once Pei finishes rummaging, I think I'll move her into here. Oh, nope, come back. In there. Yes, okay. Got some clean water at 40 degrees. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but... Ooh, mushrooms and thimbleweed. I could potentially start growing some reed fiber and get started on Atmo suits. And I've already gotten the locavore achievement. Oh, hurry up. Ghosts of Gravitas, thank you. I've already gotten the locavore achievement, so I can start using these hydroponic farm tiles. I think maybe once I fill up all of these tanks with clean water, I'll allow an overflow on this water sieve. Can come down this way, and then go into some hydroponic farms. This is going to be in the way. I can do like 1, 2, 3 right here. I want to always make sure I have enough clean water, just so that I can keep oxygen going. And then any extra polluted water that I can't turn into clean water because the clean water's full, I'll just go ahead and sink into the reed fibers. Well, that does mean I have to get down here somehow. I could just break across here, or potentially ladder down and go over. I think this might actually be the easiest. I do need to worry about slime lung here too. That's not great. It'll give a place for this chlorine to spread out. And how long have you been trapped there, bud? I'll deconstruct that, set you free. New printable. Do I want another duplicate? Well, I've got like no calories. Let's see where we are on Carnivore. So we're over halfway. That's good. That's actually significantly over halfway. I think I'm actually okay. I will hold off on taking another duplicate. Let's just do the rust here. Oh yeah, and there's this geyser here too. Let's maybe ladder... I don't want to demolish that pinch of pepper. Yeah, I guess right here is okay. I have a feeling this is going to be a saltwater geyser just because of the biome it's in. But if it's the cool variant, then, well, I can't not take it. I have to see what it is. So I'll dig it all out except for that tile. Watch it be another copper volcano. That would suck. Ah, there's water in the way. Do we care? It'll just flood down here. I mean, my duplicates probably care, but I don't think I do. How did... Where... these pips, man. Where do they keep coming from? Mailbox. Oh, I think this is where the hermit is. Yay! Story trait. So this is how we get George. There's some requirements here. We have to knock. We have to, like, increase decor. I think bring him a frost burger or something like that. So we won't be able to acquire George until we have a very established colony. But he is actually one of the best duplicants. He has the ancient knowledge skill, which gives him a lot of extra bonuses. I mean, it would make sense that the hardest duplicant to get is the best duplicant. Alright, you're almost there, bud. Doing great. Let's go ahead and dig this up. Actually, let's harvest it first, then dig it up. I don't think I get the crop if I do it the other way around. Hey, Paige just got a skill point. Okay, bedside manner. We have doctoring now. That means it might be safe to let duplicants over this way now. If someone does contract slime lung, I can administer these medical packs. If they all contract yucky lungs, they would breathe more oxygen, which would require or force more hydrogen to be made, which would mean more power, which would mean less duplicants running, which would actually mean more productivity. Do I intentionally subject my duplicants to yucky lungs to get more power? I don't think I'm that much of a bad scientist. Okay, but it looks like this is built now. Oh, yes. Cool salt slush geyser. That is fantastic. I am going to dig that up immediately and just let it erupt. This is the find that I needed, 50-ish cycles ago. Why do I have a starving duplicant when I have people that can make barbecue? Probably because I'm out of power, so the grill is not working. That would make sense. Okay, how do we reduce power draw? Well, the easy answer is incubators, but I think I'm just gonna turn this off. That will stop this pump once it backs up here. Well, actually, I can just stop it here. And do I want another duplicant? No. I'll take the gold. And 2 people have slime lung. Well, that's not good. I need to get the sickbay here on a very high priority. And then I think Pei can administer the medical pack once they're sitting in the sickbay. But they're all busy. Maybe I should have taken that duplicant. Oh, man. I also need to do something about this polluted oxygen before it gets into the base. Let's kill off some more pips. And drop down a couple of deodorizers here. Okay. So, Nisbet's here. Is Pei gonna... Nope, they're slime lung germs. Oh. Hey! I got an achievement. Cure a sick duplicant. So I think... Yeah, now it's only Nisbet that has slime lung. Excellent. Buried object discovered. Hydrogen vent. That's actually huge.
That's what she said.
That's 2 really good geysers. So, I am going to basically blow up this biome. I'm gonna let it heat up with the 500 degree hydrogen that comes out of here. I think it's 500 degrees. Yeah. Because I just need to take this and burn it for power. Nothing is working anymore. I'm not even making hydrogen with the electrolyzers because I can't power them. That's actually terrible. Oh my god. So, I'll get a gold amalgam gas pump. I'm probably gonna need the hydrogen to flow, like, through some water to cool off first. I don't want to put the pump right above it. I'll need to put the pump... I just need to dig out some more area here. Alright, geyser uncovered, but it is dormant. Well, that sucks. Well, I don't exactly have a plan B for power, other than more manual generators. I could take another duplicate specifically to run on a generator. That would increase oxygen consumption, which would increase relative hydrogen production, which would increase power generation in 2 ways. I do need to be feeding them more calories. Yeah, I'll take another duplicate in the next cycle, just so they can help out making power. Now that this isn't an option anymore, I could analyze it, see how far away we are from the eruption period. But, yeah, this is kind of the state of the colony right now. Both chefs are running, no one's cooking anything, and Stinky's relaxing. Alright, this is about to pop. I think I will take a operator. And it's usually a Nicola. So let's do you. Now my operators always have building, supplying, and operating. They will need buff, grease monkey, and handy. Then everyone is getting twinkle toes. And the negative traits here. There we go. Balanced duplicate. Alright, let's go ahead and print you. And get you on your own schedule here. And I want to make sure you focus on operating and then building. That way you go and run. Yeah, good. That's exactly what I want you to do. Wow, Rowan's just a Giga Chad there. Got this completely analyzed without any oxygen, completely submerged. Let's see, when is the next activity? 10 cycles. So I can't use it right now, but that 10 cycles will give me enough time to prep. Make like a little capture chamber for the hydrogen so that I can cool it off before putting it into the gas tank. Or the gas pump. Because the best gas pump I can make is gold amalgam, which is only going to overheat at 125, not the 500 that it comes out of here. So I'm going to have to rely on the environment to cool off the hydrogen before I can pump it up into here. Well, what do I do now? Pei has contracted slime lung. Who is going to administer the medical pack to Pei if Pei is my only doctor? Well, that's unfortunate. Of all duplicates, why did it have to be you? I think I have enough sage hatches at this point to completely remove this population of normal hatches. And that'll simplify my incubation as well. Alright, we're about to finish cycle 90. How close are we to Carnivore? Only 50,000 more calories. I think we're gonna make it. Now who else is infected with slime lung? Nisbet? Why? I might want to make a couple more of these. I think germs were getting in a little bit here. The chlorine is actually keeping these germs away. I may want to put in another door here. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that right now. Just to keep this isolated. Oh. Well, that's not great. These aren't even growing. Wow. I really do need some cooling. Okay. Where was that geyser? You. I need to analyze you. This is going to be my only source of cooling until I can find an oil biome for plastic to make a steam turbine. So hopefully it's not dormant for too much longer. I could just run a simple cooling loop around these incubators, because that's the main source of heat right now. I also want to get over to this geyser. I think the best way of doing that is just to use this biome as like a stepping stone. And we can break in here. Maybe ladder down right there. Or I guess they could go under the water, up and over. Alright, let's take a look at the stats here. Next activity in 7 cycles. Okay. That means you will definitely be usable soon. But let's fix this idleness problem. I guess now I will issue that sweep command and just get this place cleaned up. Because I don't really need my dupes to be doing anything. I know I'm going to get the Carnivore achievement. I have plenty of calories. The only thing that can kill me now is excess heat stifling the arbor trees. So there's nothing I have to do at the moment. But there are some things I can do to kind of get ahead of the curve. Mainly finding oil down here somewhere. That way I can get plastic and into steam turbines. Because yes, this will be a good source of cooling, but it won't be enough. I'm also going to need to make... Oh, I guess I don't even have that yet. Let's get Rowan researching that. Smelting. I need to get the metal refinery so that I can start making steel. Steel and plastic are really the two main entry points to the mid-game. I'm curious, how close are we now? Just 14,000 more calories, and we should be good. That's definitely going to happen within 7 cycles. Buried object discovered. Oh, we got another one here. What are you? A minor volcano. Well, that's not useful. Alright, don't need to dig that up anymore. Oh, but this is the edge of the map here. Okay, that helps with orientation. If I zoom out... the center of the map is probably about right here. So that means just on the other side of this biome will be the edge of the map. So I'm not missing much by not digging out this biome. How close am I to super sustainable? That's another one that's been bugging me. So we need to make 240,000. I've made 82. Great. That achievement's more annoying than Carnivore. Okay, Pay just earned a skill point, and research is complete. Got the metal refinery. Let's give Pay one more here, and maybe give her the advanced medical care hat. Alright, you are now our official doctor. I might take another duplicate here, just as like a supplier to run things around the base. And that's probably going to be not an Ada, but let's do a Bubbles. So supplying is very important, but you're going to be tidying and suit wearing. Buff, that's very important. I mean, buff and twinkle toe is really all you need. Let's give you biohazardous, bottomless stomach, and mouth breather. Now, what could I give to balance out that -4? Let's maybe do early bird just as a generic bonus to everything. Alright, we'll go ahead and print you. Welcome to the base. And let's get your priorities set here. So supplying and tidying. Let's actually focus on tidying before supplying, though. Then, schedule-wise, I need to make sure I can take advantage of your early bird, which will be right in this area, and those are designated as work slots, so that'll be fine. And oh my god, that is a lot of pips. Let's, maybe get them turned into meat here. Our calories are through the roof. The ranches are spiraling out of control now. Well, it's good to know that I had a good setup for it. Maybe went a little overkill, but I did not want to fail the Carnivore achievement. Oh, I think that was it. Yes! I did it with 7 cycles to spare. Okay. Well, that's a lot of pressure gone now. I don't have to worry about that anymore. So that'll free up some mental bandwidth to figure out power. I think it's really just going to come down to this geyser here. So let me maybe clean up some of this water. I'll pump it up to here. And then run it through... Oh, I don't have the... Need to research the desalinator. Where are you? Liquid-based refinement processes. So I can run it through a water sieve. And then from there into a desalinator. I can do it in series, I don't need a filter. You won't break a water sieve by sending saltwater or brine through it, and you won't break a desalinator by sending polluted water through it. So you can just hook them up in series and not worry about it. Alright, and that was the desalinator. Put that there. And I can just connect it like that. And then... Wait a minute. Actually, I don't need this water sieve. I could just do the desalinator and connect it up to this pipe and run it through that water sieve. But then I'm kind of stuck on... Nah, I'll just have it as 2 separate systems, that's fine. I'll run it up this way and then connect into there. Now, I actually don't need all of these incubators taking power anymore. I could just let the eggs hatch on their own, especially in conjunction with the cuddle pips. I just then would need to manually relocate all of the eggs. I don't think I want to do that. Well, I know the system I have in place is working. I don't want to mess with it too much. And actually giving myself something to power will help me get to the super sustainable achievement. Because once I knock that out, I could switch over to coal and things will be so much simpler. Alright, this is working now. So both polluted water and salt water can go through the water sieve. And they're connected in series, so I'm guaranteed to have water at the output. And that should hopefully unsubmerge this geyser in the next 2 cycles or so that I can start using this hydrogen for power and get my duplicants off of these wheels. But I'm probably going to end this episode on cycle 100. We'll get the little celebration thing. But the main goal of this episode was achieved. We got the Carnivore achievement. Actually found a good geyser here. This one's okay, it'll help me get to super sustainable faster. But this one's the important one here. That will allow us to cool things down. Barring any heat deletion exploits, of course. What are you doing? Just pick something. Bubbles. Stop. Stop it. Oh my god. Why? What is wrong with you? Okay. Are you good now? Duplicants are just weird sometimes. Alright, we're approaching cycle 100 here. We're about to get the little mini achievement. Alright, there we go. This is a happy occasion. Alright, that's a really good place to stop, I think, for this episode. Made it all the way to cycle 100. Got the Carnivore achievement going. Found our first decent geyser over here. And I'll figure out a way to utilize this hydrogen geyser in the next episode. We also took on 2 new duplicants, Pei to be our doctor, and Nicola just to kind of do some operating errands throughout the base, help Nisbet out. But we've got quite a decent number of sage hatches now, overflowing on pips. I don't think food is going to be a problem at all from here on out. I'll let the duplicants beautify the base a little bit, finish up the sweeping commands between episodes. But this is a good place to stop, so I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.